Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Just like yesterday, I've already made this numerous times, so I'm just going to try to run by it. But real quickly, before we get into trades, I know in the last video I was showing you guys the weekly bias, which I said could carry into the next week and potentially even into the following week. I do remember saying that I wanted to see us sweep this high. I don't know if I said it in the video, as like I said, I had recorded it multiple times, but I did say it at least in one of the recordings. And that is exactly what we did today. After we had swept it, we ended up closing down. Once the 10 a.m. open, we did end up coming a little higher. We didn't take out the high, and now we're a little bit below it. So hopefully, we do end up respecting it and continue to the downside, which is probably not going to happen tomorrow. We might take out this buy side level, which is new. We got one here, but probably next week is when we're gonna end up taking these relative lows if everything does continue its course. Now, getting into the trades today, I did take 3 trades. One was a loss, one was a break even, which could have been avoidable, and the third one was a win covering the losses and ended up in profit for today. So, getting into the first trade here, I have deleted it, but I will put it back on. Again, like I said, I've recorded this multiple times. I'll end up deleting it again just because it kind of interferes with this setup here. But it was a 5-minute inversion. Again, like I mentioned in the last video, stops should be a little bit higher, but I still would have ended up getting stopped out if I did that. So again, keeping risk where I am comfortable which was about 13 points. And let me go to the replay here. And again, I've been taking 10 micros, which is the equivalent to 1 E-mini. So again, that's just what I mark it out on. I was targeting this 15-minute inefficiency. Stop out here. Let me go into the 1 minute and play it out. Break even would have been here. And we got pretty close to break even, but did not quite tap it, and then ended up coming up and getting stopped out. So now I will remove this again. And then letting this play out here. Ended up creating this 1 minute here. We were coming into 2 p.m. open. At this point, I wanted us to take out, once we had created this equal high, I wanted to see us come up and take out the equal high and sweep it and close lower. One thing I also did mention too in the last video was like long-term SMTs, like I see them heavily be respected. Now, the SMT was here originally, and although we didn't fully respect it the first time, we still did, as throughout the day we never ended up coming higher and, basically like breaking the SMT in a sense. And so, as we can see, there we go. We swept the equal highs, close lower. We ended up creating a new SMT as well. Now let me move that back. And then this is where I wanted to see us inverse, which is right here. Now, I can't remember exactly, honestly, why or how it happened, but I remember I entered here, and then I pretty much set it to like break even right away. So let me just do this, and then yeah, it like came down, and while it was going down, I'd set it to break even. So that was what got me stopped at break even. But I was pretty confident we were still going to go lower, especially because that was basically breaking my rule. This is where the break even should have been. So I re-entered, which now moved the average up here. Stop was at around 11 points. And then this time, I was only targeting the sell side level down here. And now the confluences for this was what I mentioned previously. But what I was so confident is that we had, once we had gotten to here, we created all this low resistance liquidity, which is what I wanted to see get ran through. So I had the take profit down here at the last internal sell side level. And as you can see, I already have it marked out here, but my break even level is also where I had taken off 5 cons. So as you can see, ended up hitting the break even point, took 5 cons off here, moved stops to break even, and then we ended up pretty quickly running out all this low resistance liquidity, taking out my final take profit, which again, I'm glad I decided to put it here because as you can see, after taking that out, we swept it, and then we did end up coming lower, almost tapping into the original 15 minute that I was targeting, but just quite missed it. And if I didn't, I would have, been stopped out in profit. And if I didn't move it to stop in profit, I would have been stopped out at break even. So yeah, that's it for today. Again, 3 trades, ended up coming out with a profit on the day. So covered my losses and then ended up, ending in the green. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. And then hopefully tomorrow, it would be nice if I could catch an AM session win and then also a PM win, but we will see what price action gives tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Peace out.